Hi guys, so I'm going to show you how I make Alfredo at home. So what you're going to need is linguine noodles. If you guys don't know what these are, they're basically flat noodles. They work best for fettuccine Alfredo. So that is what I got here. You are going to need some heavy cream. We like it like very saucy, so I'm going to add a lot of heavy cream. You are going to need grated Parmesan or Romano or whatever you guys want to use. But I know this is not the chip type flakes of Parmesan, but this is what we have, and it's just as good, honestly. So that's what we're using. And then obviously you're going to need butter. I'm going to be using a whole stick of butter. Right now I have the pasta water going on high. It needs to boil, so I'm just going to add some salt. You always want to salt your pasta water, so you just want to throw some salt in there. Let me just get the salt going. Not so salty, but salt like that much. And that's where we're going to start. And then I also have this pan right here. As soon as the pasta water starts boiling like really high, I'm going to put this saucepan on low, and this is what we're going to make our sauce in, and then we're just going to combine everything into this pot. Okay, so I have two bowls here because me and my mom are eating. I'm making 2 servings. These are by Williams Sonoma. These are the oven safe. Basically, I call them pasta bowls because they're very deep and they look very nice with pasta in them. So now that we have our water boiling, as you can see, the little bubbles are forming. We are going to add our linguine in, and let me take out a strand so you guys can see what it looks like. It's a very flat pasta. And it's really good. I feel like it holds the sauce very well. If you guys want more like of a pasta, then you should try Celentani noodles. They are really nice with this sauce. But yeah, so we're going to add our pasta in because our water is boiling. Now that you can see that the pasta water is boiling, I am going to add in the linguine. I feel like this is the best for fettuccine Alfredo, so that's what I'm going to do. And there she goes into the water. Now we're going to turn our saucepan on low. This is going to be for the actual Alfredo sauce. So here we go. A fun fact. So about fettuccine Alfredo, I don't know if you guys know where it comes from, but back in the early 1900s, there was this couple and his wife was pregnant, and he was a chef actually, and she would not eat anything. So one day he decided to whip up some regular pasta noodles, which is the fettuccine Alfredo noodles, and then he decided to add parm and butter, and that is how he got his pregnant wife to eat, and that's why it's called fettuccine Alfredo. And I think his the prefix of his name had fet in it, and then I guess he just wanted to name it fettuccine after him. But that is the backstory on fettuccine. And no, my hands are not dirty. This is from the hair dye. If you guys know, you guys know. If you guys have seen my video from 2 days ago, it stained my nails. So no, my hands are not dirty. I wash my hands really good like a surgeon. So okay, so our pasta is boiling, and side note, we like our pasta al dente, so on the box, it literally says to cook it 11 to 13. I usually cook it like 10 to 11, and then the rest of the cooking will do it on its own whenever it goes into the sauce. So I turned it down a little bit. I put it on medium high. Now we are going to go on to the sauce. I'm going to add the butter in, and then once that's melted, I'm going to add a lot of heavy cream. Also, a key in your recipe is going to be salt. We use sea salt because it's better. And then we're going to be adding like a lot of parm. Now we can see that the pasta has gone down. I've heard if you put olive oil in your pasta, it won't stick, but I've personally never done that because, I mean, this recipe already has butter in it, so it's kind of a grease already in itself. I'm just going to stir up the bottom with a pair of tongs just so it doesn't stick to the bottom of this pan. And then I put the butter in already. She is melting already, so that is what we have going on. Once she is done fully melting, we are going to add in the heavy cream, the parm, and the salt, and then we are going to continue with the process. Okay, now that the butter has basically melted, I turned up the heat to 5, like 4/5. We're going to add our heavy cream in. This heavy cream is actually from Aldi. I like this one better than Walmart, even though I love Walmart, but I like this one better. So we're just going to add our heavy cream in. We like a lot of sauce in our pasta, so I'm just eyeballing it. There's no specific measurement, I feel like, when it comes to how saucy you want your pasta. You just make it as saucy as you want, and then that is going to simmer just about, and then we're going to add the Parmesan cheese. Now I know this is not authentic quote unquote Italian cheese because it's in this little shaker bottle, but it works just fine. And yeah, so we are going to add the cheese. I add a lot of this stuff, about a cup or so. And then I'm going to add some salt, some sea salt in there as well, just to give it some taste. And you can always add more salt if you want to later on, but right now we're just going to settle for this. And the pasta is almost done, so by the time this is all incorporated together, it'll be just fine. Okay, so now our noodles are done. I am going to drain this water out, but we are not going to drain all of it out. You want to reserve some of that pasta water so it can make your sauce super luscious. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do now, and I will be back. Okay, so don't worry, I put it on low, and obviously you could still see there's some pasta water in here. I did not drain all of it out. Now we are going to incorporate the Alfredo sauce. Okay, let's see if I could do this without spilling any. So I am just going to pour it over the pasta. All that lovely Alfredo goodness. And we are going to incorporate, and you need to adjust the heavy cream, the salt, the butter, and the parm as needed to your liking. Okay, so I let my mom taste test it, and she said it was really good. Just I added a little more salt and then a little more parm. Now it is perfect. It's ready to go. As you can see, it's like covered in sauce, and that's exactly how we like it in the house. You could literally just save your money from buying it from Olive Garden. It's very, very simple. It's quote unquote authentic, but honestly, the parm wasn't authentic. It is, but it's not like the flaky parm. If you want to go buy that, you can find it at Aldi for like $3 a tub. But now I'm just going to plate it into the Williams-Sonoma plate. So it's very, very cheesy. I'm just using some tongs. And that is basically the Alfredo. And then if you obviously want sauce, which my mom will because we love sauce. Sorry, guys. It's hard filming with one hand. Just pour some over the top, like so. That's why you need to reserve that pasta water. And that is your fettuccine Alfredo. Enjoy! This is what my plate looks like. Here's my fork. Here's my mom's fork. This is what her plate looks like. It looks super delicious, and I hope you guys try this at home and let me know in the comments if you guys do and how it turned out. But I will see you on the next one. Hi guys, so I wanted to give you guys an update. We absolutely smacked these bowls. This is my mom's bowl, and then this one's mine. I actually had a second serving because it was just so good. But yeah, it was so delicious, and I hope you guys try it at home.